Hello and welcome to JN Aquarium. In this video, we're going to look at the maintenance of my very successful crystal red Caridina tank. The tank is 21 gallons, planted with Amazonia 88 substrate, and fully planted tank with lots of water lettuce that has become very overgrown. I do a 25% water change bi-weekly. But monthly, the tank needs more maintenance than just a water change. The plants have become overgrown and makes it difficult for me to see my shrimps and enjoy them. I will start by scooping out some water to put in tubs to hold the water lettuce and other plant clippings. I remove all the water lettuce, careful to ensure that no shrimp or shrimplets are on the roots. I believe water lettuce is one of the keys to success with this tank. Water lettuce helps stabilize water chemistry and offers a large area for microfilm to reside. I do not want duckweed in this tank, so I'll try to get rid of as much of it as I can by scooping it out. Next, I will start cutting back the kabamba. I will keep and replant the clippings in another tank. This is how I propagate this plant. Kabamba grows very quickly in this tank without the use of CO2. As you can see, the tank is already starting to open up. The Rotala will be cut back next. I cut it nice and short. I like to leave myself 3 to 4 inches of stem to, again, repopulate my other tanks with Rotala, as this is how I propagate Rotala as well, by replanting the clippings. Just a quick little cleanup of all the plant debris from cutting all the clippings, and the tank looks quite opened up now and looking much better. I should be able to enjoy the shrimp now. Here are the tubs with our plant clippings. There's a kabamba, Rotala, and water lettuce. Simply taking out the uneaten zucchini and the stainless steel screw that I use to hold the zucchini down for them. I feed the zucchini not blanched. It is fresh zucchini that I feed them. Next, I'll scoop out water for a water change. I've already taken about a half a 5-gallon bucket out. I usually do a full 5-gallon bucket water change in my 21-gallon cube tanks. This is about a 25% water change for the shrimp. Bi-weekly, that's perfect for the bio load that's on this tank. I will use this used water to clean the filter as well. Next, I'll disconnect the filter and be quick to keep the filter wet while I clean it. I take the sponge filter apart and rigorously squeeze all the dirt out of the sponge. The inlet to the sponge filter quite often gets clogged, as in the situation right now. I will simply take a small nail, ream it out, and blow the excess gunk out of the way. Our airflow should be much better now. I will now simply reassemble the filter and install it back in the tank. Clean, ready to go, and I should not have disturbed my active good bacteria very much at all. My tap water is terrible, so I use RO water and remineralize the water with Bee Shrimp Mineral GH+. I use 1 scoop for 5 gallons, and that gives me a TDS of approximately 100. I put the scoop in, add a little bit of water, and then I add my nutrients. I use Flourish Advance, and it seems to be working very well for my plants. I put 1 capful in bi-weekly. This is far less than what is recommended, but it seems to be working for me just fine and keeps my TDS down. I rinse the cap out because it makes a mess on the bottle. Had to learn that one the hard way. I fill the rest of the bucket up with RO water. This mixes the nutrients and the bee shrimp powder up very well so it's consistent. Water consistency and chemistry consistency is very important for Caridina shrimp. I then simply, carefully fill the tank back up with the new remineralized water. The Amazonia ADA and RO water with the bee shrimp keeps me with a consistent pH of about 6.3. Now we are going to trim the roots of the water lettuce. They will grow back very, very quickly and look beautiful again, but for the meanwhile, I can actually see my shrimp in the tank without them reaching the bottom of the tank. I will not put all this water lettuce back in as it has propagated on its own, so I will put at least half of it in another tank. Tank looks much better now, nice and open, can see everything that's happening. It's nice and clear. The only thing I really should do with this tank now is paint the back of the tank. That would look much better, but I am very happy with this tank, and with a little bit of monthly maintenance on the tank, you can keep it looking good. There's the water lettuce. Like I said, I knocked that down so there's not quite as much, but that'll be full again in another month. Another product that I use in my tanks is a product called Bacter AE. It's not a food, but it's more of an active bacteria that allows microfilm to build up in your tank much faster. It expedites the process. For a 21-gallon tank, I put in about a half a scoop weekly. I believe the active bacteria in Bacter AE does help tremendously, especially with shrimplets. It allows your tank to grow its own food. Here's another example of another type of food. This is a pellet version that I feed, and they do seem to enjoy it as well. It's a very much vegetable-based food. And yet another type of food I feed. This is a soy-based food, and in a pellet form, and it explodes very large compared to what it is, and it's a very good staple food. It's got a lot of nutrients in it that our shrimp need, and my shrimp love it. I do have a few very small green dragon pleco fry growing out in here, and they happily munch on the shrimp food as well. They're actually growing very quickly in the shrimp tank and will need to be removed soon. My red crystal shrimp are graded as SS. That is a good grade, not the best, but a good grade. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and Merry Christmas.